Their customers are growing impatient.
Hi, how are you?
Great, thank you.
Good.
We've been sitting here and it's the Red Kitchen, chef.
You're waiting on a Wellington and one bash, yes? Well, I'm deeply sorry, but right now we're about 7 tables behind.
That doesn't do much for me.
Yeah, right. Can I just say, you do all for me either. What do you want me to... You do nothing for me either.
I just don't understand why it's so difficult to serve some people their food.
Are you that arrogant? You haven't got a clue what's going on behind me?
It seems like you have a lot of amateur sous chefs.
Right. Finally, your head's coming outside your... Now sit down, you... What a...
Nothing upsets Chef Ramsay more than when customers come to the kitchen.
Away now to Cod to Wellington. Away now to Cod to Wellington.
Yes, chef.
How long?
12 minutes.
12 minutes? Surely the Wellington's rested.
I have no idea. Best answer.
What?
I have no idea. I am so confused.
Oh my God. You don't care, you do you?
No, at this point, no, I don't.
You don't care?
No.
You're not interested, are you?
No.
No, you can't cut it.
No, I can't.
You're useless, you know that?
I am. Goodbye.
Goodbye. That's it.
Huey!
Overwhelmed by the pressure, Dewberry has reached his breaking point and has walked out on his team.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Huey! Come on. When I got ready to leave and I looked across and saw Elsie and saw the look on her face, I couldn't walk out. I couldn't. I mean, you know, I'm confused. I don't know what I'm doing.
Thank you for coming back. You
Yes,
never,
chef.
hello, desert your section again. Do you
Yes,
understand?
chef. Yes,
you stand
chef.
there like a man and you face it.
Yes, sir.
Because I'm
Yes.
standing here in front of customers taking because of you.
Yes, chef.
Get on your section and get those Wellingtons out.
Yes, chef. He was trying to get me to understand where the shortcomings were and about staying with the team, and he was trying to get me to be, I guess, better than I am, evidently. All right, don't worry about it, Dewberry, don't worry about it.
He hasn't cooked anything, but he's standing there. Now he wants to run back to his mummy.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, Dewberry's meltdown has caused the Red Kitchen to come to a screeching halt. And now the customers want some answers.
Excuse me, we've been waiting for food for about 2 hours and 45 minutes now.
Wellington, where's the
And we were curious about that.
Yeah, well, you're a clever girl, aren't you? It's a new restaurant. Yeah, it's been a tough night.
It's been 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yes. Right. Anything else? So, why don't you... Asparagus, please.
How nice. He tells us.
Come here, you. You can't run from the heat.
I know.
Did you hear the plea, the cry of support from the team?
Yes, chef.
It's the same for me as well. Do you think it's any easier over there?
No, chef, it's worse.
And what about the idiots coming to the hot plate asking for food?
It's worse for them too, chef.
The chef said
Last thing he said.
ridiculous.
Well, what is his problem? He's the one screwing up the food.
Can I have a Wellington, please?
Right here.
In the Blue Kitchen, despite her problems with Andrew, Mary Ellen has been able to get half of their main courses out.
Very nice, Mary Ellen. Go, please. Table 10, yes? Gently, let's go.
But Andrew is playing the politician.
Where's the other garnish?
I ended up taking over a lot more control of trying to gauge the temperatures, which she wasn't able to do. It's not what I saw.
He's the type of guy that seems like that would just sell you down the river to make himself look better.
Do you want me to do that?
No, continue talking trash about me. I like it.
I'm not talking trash. Not just yet.
3 hours into service, patrons from both red and blue tables start to walk out unfed. It appears the second dinner service in Hell's Kitchen is yet again another disaster, and some customers have taken matters into their own hands.
I'm sorry. You can't.
What? So don't tell me I can't.
No, I'm seriously.
Look, I want some food, man.
You can't. By law.
Did you bring us our entree? Let me ask you.
The food.
No, you did not.
We got the food. I wish your education could be as good as your voice. Huh? Yeah. Yes, sir.
I have a doctorate in music from the University of Southern California.
Yes,
Do you have a doctorate?
I do have an education.
Do you have a doctorate?
I do have an education.
Then you are less educated than me, so don't get in my face, buddy, about what kind of education.
Right now. Okay. Sir, you're out of here. Let's leave, please. Now.
Fine.
After a pizza was delivered and his maitre d' was assaulted, Chef Ramsay has seen enough.
Red team, shut the place down and clean down, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Last table, shut it down. Everything off. Yes? Stoves off. Turn it off.
Whatever.
With disappointment in both kitchens, Chef Ramsay must now decide the losing team.
Oh dear, that was tough. That was bloody tough. Blue team. Your diner said your cold starters were horrible. But you did get main courses out. But don't get too excited if you know they weren't that good. Red team, 3/4 of your diners really enjoyed the appetizers. But nearly half your diners didn't receive their main course. In fact, and this is a real first for me, one of your tables was so frustrated they phoned for a pizza. And guess what? They ate it. And the main course still hadn't come out. That is one not to forget. And the losing team tonight is the red team. Chris, I've been squeezing your the last 3 days, because every time you opened your mouth, you sounded like a right wanker. But tonight, you turned it around.
Thank you, Chef. Just do it tongues, and then that. Let's go, red team. We're halfway there.
You were the least bad in your red team.
Thanks, Chef.
I want you to nominate 2 of your team for elimination.
Yes, Chef.
And I'll decide which one of those 2 will be leaving Hell's Kitchen.
I was doing fine up until the pain started getting intense and I started losing my focus.
Oh, say.
I was looking at the tickets. They were standing there. I had 2 Wellington, I had that stuff going. That wasn't my problem. I had a rough last few days and last few nights, and I am worried about my position because, again, I wasn't up to par.
Being on the losing team for the second straight day in a row, it sucks. I want to be the guy to stay, but, it doesn't,
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Damn good pleasure.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And, none of the decisions are personal,
No, absolutely not.
So, how you feeling?
I shouldn't have let my emotions run everything like they did. And this has been the worst night of my life, and I've lived for 33 years, and this was the single worst night I've had ever. I don't know what's going to happen. If I don't get cut, I'll have to work and get the respect back to my team if I ever could, and I don't know that that's possible.
At this point, it's still about the team, and it's going to be a tough choice. But in the long run, I want to win a restaurant, and I'm not going to do that if my team continues to lose. So that's the bottom line. If you're dragging me down, then you're getting cut off.
One of these 11 people will win their very own restaurant. But tonight, for one member of the red team, that opportunity will be gone.
Chris?
Yes, Chef.
First person you nominated for elimination, and why?
I'm going to have to say Dewberry. The fact that he lets himself get so upset about things is going to hurt the team in the long run.
Second nominee.